I'm joined now in studio by Mohammad Ali Arafat. He's Bangladesh's Minister for Information and Broadcasting. Minister, it's good to have you on TRT World. Now, you were, of course, in attendance at that OIC meeting. And this special summit was all about fighting disinformation. So how do countries go about doing that, especially with this war on Gaza?
Thank you very much for your question. First of all, I'd like to thank the Turkish government for hosting this summit. It was an extraordinary session. Especially, it was called for getting together all the member states of the OIC to not only deal with the disinformation campaign that's being put forth by the Israeli government, but also to, bring the attention of the whole world to this particular issue. And we have proposed certain things about this, that we can create some kind of information pool. And all of the member states, whatever the information we have, we can put together all this information and share among each other. And that's how we can bring it to the attention of the rest of the world. But having said that, I think as far as the information goes and the truth goes, what is happening in Gaza, I think the whole world already know this. It's not hiding. So I think whatever the Israeli government is doing, creating a kind of a narrative that is favoring them, we're talking about a counter-narrative. So I think it's not a good idea to get stuck into the equation of narrative and counter-narrative. The truth be told. And what is happening in Gaza, I think it is beyond religion, it's beyond countries, it's beyond ethnicity. The humanity is being defeated there. So the babies are getting killed, the women, children, this is unbelievable. And what we see through the media, I think it's even worse than that on the ground. So,
do you think that's also based on where that media is from? There has, of course, been a lot of criticism towards Western media about how they are framing the narrative of what's happening in Gaza.
Yeah, but the thing is, we can criticize about any particular narrative, but what is the truth? Isn't it not the truth that the babies are getting killed, the innocent civilians are getting massacred, and a genocide is taking place there in Gaza? So if that is the truth, then what else do you need to know? What more do you need to know to act upon it and do something there? And it is happening now, but it has been happening for decades. The people in Gaza, they do not have their freedom. They do not have their independence. Like many of my friends in the Western world, they're very good people with conscience. When you talk about certain issues like democracy, freedom of speech, freedom of press, they say like the freedom of speech stays at the pinnacle of the hierarchy of values. I understand that and I respect it. But how about the right to live? Do they have the right to live? The babies who are born, do they know that they can actually grow up and be adult? What is happening right now? So who's going to answer this question? So I really don't want to get stuck into that debate of whose narrative is right, who's wrong, because the truth is something that everyone knows. And what are we doing about it?
Well, when it comes to an organization like the OIC, and especially with this conflict in Gaza, what do you feel the role is here and what role they can play in stopping disinformation and making people aware of what you say is the truth?
I think, first of all, the people are aware what is happening there, because it's coming in the media in a whole lot, even in the social media also. And that's why sometimes those who are favoring the Israeli occupation forces, they're actually criticizing some of the information coming in the social media. So there, I think this is one of the initiatives that was taken by the Turkish government and the OIC. I think it's a very good initiative. We can put together our knowledge, information, and efforts, and then try to create a pool of information and disseminate the truth all over the world.
And can you tell us a bit about your country and what it has been doing to support Palestinians on the international scale?
Bangladesh has always been in support of the Palestinian oppressed people. Our Prime Minister is very loud and clear, and she participated in the Munich Security Summit a few days back. And there she very clearly said that it is genocide that is taking place in Gaza Strip. And that is our position. And we believe that, the Palestinian people are being oppressed. So it's a clear division. The oppression is taking place from other side. There's a oppressor and the oppressed. So we are on the side of the oppressed people. And we believe in the freedom of the Palestinian people. We believe in the two-state solution. I think there's a two-state, but one state has everything to defend themselves. The other state don't have anything. So this is not a two-state. So therefore, we have to eventually go back to this root of this problem to solve it. And we are in support of that as a country.
Mohammad Ali Arafat, it's been really good to speak to you on TRT World. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.